Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss few questions from July net exams which were held in 2018. Some questions which I am going to discuss are: the first question is, the concept of geosyncline was propounded by whom? The options are Holmes, B. James Hutton, C. Hall and Dana, and D. J.W. Powell. The right answer is C. Hall and Dana. The theory of geosyncline is a very old concept to explain the origin of mountains or orogeny. It was developed in the late 19th century or early 20th century. This was before the plate tectonic theory. According to this concept, there were linear troughs or basins which were formed, which are very narrow troughs or basins, due to the subsidence of the Earth's crust, that is, when the Earth's crust suddenly subsides. And this particular trough or basin or gap is then filled with sediments, which takes place thousands of years. So it is filled with lots and lots of amounts of sediments. This is the concept of geosyncline, which was propounded by Hall and Dana. The second question is, the term cosmography was coined and divided into uranography and geography by. The options are Carl Ritter, B. Pascal, C. Humboldt, and D. Berenius. So the correct answer is option C. Alexander von Humboldt. Humboldt was basically a researcher and an explorer, cosmopolitan, and a scientist. He was the first to coin the term cosmography. Cosmography is basically the study of the universe. Cosmography is divided into uranography, which is about astronomy, about the space and other planets, and geography. Geography is the study of the earth. So, cosmography is divided into uranography as well as geography. The correct answer is C. Bergeron. Now, this theory is related to precipitation, formation of precipitation given by Tor Bergeron in 1993. It says that when condensation takes place, there are water droplets which condense into ice crystals. When these ice crystals grow large enough to precipitate, only if they are mixed with water droplets. So, ice crystals which are in the cloud formation stage will precipitate only when there are water droplets along with it. And this stage is called as mixed phase cloud stage. The fourth question is, Gutenberg discontinuity is found between. The options are A. Crust and mantle, B. Mantle and core, C. Upper core and lower core, and D. Upper mantle and lower mantle. And the correct option is B. Mantle and core. So if you see the cross section of the earth, which is divided into three sections, the first or the outer layer, which is the lithosphere, consists of the crust, then the mantle, which is divided into upper mantle and lower mantle, or outer and inner mantle. Then we have the core, which is inner core and outer core. There are divisions. The Mohorovic discontinuity is the boundary between the upper mantle and the crust, that is the asthenosphere and the crust. Then we have the Gutenberg discontinuity, which is around 2,900 kilometers. Below that, there is a surface transition zone. So, this is between the mantle and the core. This is the abrupt change in the seismic waves. Therefore, Gutenberg discontinuity is between the mantle and the core. Then, these layers are also further divided. Konrad discontinuity is between the upper and the lower crust. Repeti discontinuity is between the upper mantle and the lower mantle. And Lehmann discontinuity is between the outer core and the inner core. Fifth question is,
Paternoster lakes are, your options are A. Lakes formed on glacial stairways, B. Lakes formed by a shallow stretch of water caused by sea erosion, C. Lakes formed by volcanic origin, and D. Crescent shaped lakes formed due to cut off of a river meander. So the right answer is A. Lakes are formed on glacial stairways. Paternoster lakes are consecutive or a series of glacial lakes. They are formed due to glacial erosion and the collection of moraines. They are connected by a braided river or a single stream of river. Such an example is the Waterlawn Lake of the National Park of Canada.
The sixth question is, which one of the following latitudes is known as the Calms of Cancer? So the answer is 25 degrees north, which is in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, 25.5 degrees south is called as the Calm of Capricorn. This is a belt which has got clear skies and very light winds, and mostly the climatic conditions are very warm and sunny.
Okay, our next and seventh question is the direction of a horizontal line on an inclined rock strata is termed as A. Strike, B. Dip, C. Anticline, and D. Free face. And the correct answer is A. Strike. So the answer, as we know, is strike. Strike and dip are two measurements which are used to describe the orientation or the configuration or the altitude of a planar geological feature. So it is basically to calculate what is the height or the altitude of a plane geological feature. So a strike is a line which is formed by the intersection of a horizontal plane and an inclined surface. Whereas dip is actually the angle between the horizontal plane, such as the top of a block, and that of a tilted surface.
Whereas anticline and syncline are basically, anticline is the upfold of a mountain and syncline is a downfold of a fold mountain.
So a free face is actually a cliff. It has got steep walls on both the sides, or it has got steep slopes, which is also called as escarpment. The eighth question is, in which of the following directions the Nazca Plate are moving? Options are east, B west, C south, and D north. And the correct option is that the Nazca Plate are moving towards the east. They are moving eastwards towards a South American plate. They are also the reason for the formation of Indian mountains or the Andes of South America. So the Nazca Plate is named after the Nazca region of southern Peru of South America. It is a mid-oceanic tectonic plate and it is moving eastwards towards the South American plate. It has got both divergent as well as convergent boundaries. Okay, and it has also produced largest earthquakes and seismic waves in 1960s according to the seismographs. The ninth question is, which one of the following is the main source for a vast reservoir of relatively inert nitrogen in homosphere? A is volcanic activities, B fossil and burning, C acid rainfall, and D global warming. And the correct option is volcanic activities. Homosphere and heterosphere are the two layers that make up the structure of atmosphere. The lower part, which is 100 kilometers, is the homosphere. Above that we have the outer atmosphere, which consists of the heterosphere. And nitrogen is the most abundant gas, inert gas, which is present in the atmosphere. Now what happens is, when there is a volcanic activity or explosive volcano, it emits a lot of volcanic ash, and these volcanic ashes have a lot of metals and ammonium as well as a lot of iron, and these iron basically reacts with nitrates and forms and adds to the gaseous nitrogen in the atmosphere. The 10th question is, Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh is known for which one of the following ore deposits? A. Bauxite, B. Anthracite, C. Magnetite, and D. Muscovite. And the correct answer is C. Magnetite.
Hematite and magnetite, these are the two types of ores which are very importantly found in India and abundantly found. So 79% of the hematite ore is found in Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha as well as Uttar Pradesh, whereas 93% of magnetite ore is found in Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Therefore, magnetite ore is mostly found in the Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. The 11th question is, in India, how many officially recognized languages are there? A is 20, B option is 21, C option is 22 and D option is 23. And the right answer is C, 22. So India has 22 official languages, which are these languages are Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dogri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santhali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu.